Kia is still going all in into EVs. We've seen that in the world, electrification slowed down a bit, but they're trying to turn that trend by expanding their EV lineup. From early adopters, they're now going for the early majority. We're right here in Tarragona, Spain for the second Kia EV Day.
As the market has shifted from the early adopter to the early majority phase, the power of choice becomes important. This means that EV buyers now look at the practical and accessible aspect of EVs. This makes choice paramount for customers.
This is probably the most important model right here for the Philippine market. This is the PV5. This is the first model of Kia's PV family, and this one is an all-electric van. Now, if you can consider what's amazing about this vehicle is that it looks very futuristic, and yet it's designed with repairability in mind. I was able to talk to the designers and I found out that things like the headlight design that was put here was done on purpose because it protects it from any possible dents or scratches that can be hit by frontal collisions. Aside from that, of course, the two-tone finish is meant to give it a different design flair that you would in a normal MPV or a van. Now, interestingly enough, this is underpinned by Kia's eGMP-S platform that's designed for commercial vehicle use, and because of that, it's very modular in design. They can put in different varying lengths and heights. This one is powered by a front-mounted 120 kilowatt motor and with 350 Newton meters of torque as well. Battery sizes will also be different, and it can give a range of up to about 400 kilometers on a single charge. Now, what's amazing is what we'll find inside.
The PV5 utilizes durable, easy to clean, and sustainable materials inside with 5 vibrant color schemes to be made available globally. It offers a continuous flat floor with seating for 7. Thoughtful design elements heighten its flexibility. These include a front passenger seat that sinks into the floor and simplified railings for the second and third row seats, which means they can be removed easily. The PV5's open box concept means a minimalist control layout arranged horizontally. This allows for the efficient use of space, freeing up storage at both the top and bottom parts of the dashboard. In front of the driver is a digital instrument cluster, while at the middle is a large infotainment screen powered by Android Automotive OS. The latter allows the accommodation of features unheard of in the commercial vehicle segment, such as digital key and access to the app market.
Now, for those of you who are concerned that Kia has just been launching SUVs and crossovers in their all-electric lineup, well, you'll be happy to know that they haven't forgotten about sedans and hatchbacks. Meet the Kia EV4. This one is designed for markets like, well, North America and Europe, and it's being considered for markets like the Philippines. What's amazing about it is that it still takes on the opposite United design, but it's different in the sort of, it maximizes what you'd think an EV platform is capable of. You'll notice that, for example, in the very short front overhang, and the rear overhang has actually been extended to give it a more aerodynamic flair. Now, besides those high-tech looks and feels, this one is actually the EV4 GT line. This would be a high-performance version of the EV4 that's probably designed to mimic things like a hot hatch or maybe a warm hatch. So again, Kia hasn't forgotten for those of you who love performance.
The Kia EV4 rides on the eGMP architecture but shifted to a 400-volt front drive setup. It comes in 2 battery sizes, offering range as much as 630 kilometers on a single charge. Across the lineup, a single front-mounted motor offers 204 horsepower. 0 to 100 kph is done in as little as 7.4 seconds. Inside, the EV4 is all about unexpected contrasts in form, color, and material. Part of Kia's Opposites United philosophy, it has a trio of free-floating user interface that measures 30 inches combined and a 1-spoke steering wheel. It also has class-above features including remote over-the-air updates. The OTA updates unlock features which, among others, include support for apps such as Netflix and YouTube that uses the screen's native 21:9 aspect ratio.
Now, this represents Kia's EV lineup in the near future. This is the Concept EV2. Now, you will notice that it's still pretty much a concept car, and you will notice that in things like the suicide doors and other interior accoutrements and colors. But what's important is that this previews an upcoming production vehicle that's headed to showrooms with a starting price of around 30,000 euros, which about in Philippine peso would be 1.5 to 2 million. What's amazing about this vehicle is that it provides an all-electric range of about 300 kilometers minimum, and of course it's filled with all the sort of technologies that we are used to in the Kia EVs. In terms of design, it still has the opposite United design. It's been distilled to make this even more dense than it is when you look at it. You would see things like the very shortened overhangs, the large alloy wheel design, which probably will make the production. And of course, because this is running on a dedicated EV platform, a large space for its size. Those things you would notice that this one is about 4 meters in length, making it ultra compact. But because of its wheelbase, which is about 2.6 meters long, it will provide you true B segment or even C segment space.
As a concept car, the Concept EV2 packs a multi-configurable interior with front seats that slide completely rearward and rear cushions that flip up. Nifty features such as a slide-out cushion / storage box below the front seat further emphasizes Kia's direction to position the EV2 as a technology and practicality leader in its segment and price point. The use of bright hues provide visual flair to the otherwise starkly designed cabin. Contrast is provided by technology such as the monolithic digital display that integrates both the instrument cluster and infotainment screen, while another is through both direct and indirect ambient lighting to help accentuate the contrasting material textures.
Kia is really serious about its transformation into an electric mobility provider, and we can see that right here with their full lineup. Well, starting with the EV6 and the EV9, they've expanded the lineup to include all these vehicles that you see. Some of these vehicles will head our showrooms, so you better watch out for that. But for now, this is Yuliang from Tarragona, Spain.